Welcome back to the channel. It's Scott Ahlquist, your Twin Cities Realtor, and I have a great episode here for you today. I am going to talk about the 5 things you need to know if you're moving to the Twin Cities. So, if you have any questions about real estate, you want to buy, sell, relocate, invest, give me a call, text me, DM me, email me, give me a call. I would love to help you. I'd love to get you into a new place. All right, let's get started with the top 5 reasons. Number 1 of the top things you need to know about moving to the Twin Cities. St. Paul and Minneapolis make up the Twin Cities together. It's one large metropolitan area that kind of bleeds into each other. Minneapolis is the biggest, most populous city, but it is bordered by St. Paul, which is the second largest city. So we're like right next to each other, but it makes up one giant area, plus surrounding suburbs all intertwined. It's just a massive area, but it's all called the Twin Cities, even though there's a bunch of different cities, including Minneapolis and St. Paul. They are separated though by the mighty Mississippi that runs down through both of them. And then altogether, everything is known as the Twin Cities. So when somebody says, hey, the Twin Cities, they're talking about Minneapolis, St. Paul, Wayzata, Stillwater, Woodbury, could be any place, but it's right in this area. Number 2. Distinct seasons and natural beauty. Minnesota, including the Twin Cities, experiences all 4 seasons. So sometimes all in one day. You know, it gets hot during the summer like it is right now. It's, about 85, almost 90 degrees. But, tomorrow it could be 70. We don't know. The winters are sometimes long. The falls are really, really short, and all of a sudden winter just happens. Spring is very short as well, and then it just jumps right into humid summers where it's just like back-to-back days of humidity, but it's just beautiful outside in the mornings and early evenings. In fall, though, there's a huge abundance of apple orchards and pumpkin patches. We have the perfect weather for it. So there's lots of things to do, like hay rides and haunted mazes. Fall is basically probably the best time to be in Minnesota and the Twin Cities. Also in winter, if you are a huge winter sports fan, there's, skiing, snowmobiling, and skating, and that is, almost 6 months long. People get their ice rinks started as soon as, it gets close to 32 or freezing. And then summer, summer is humid, but a lot of people, Minnesota, Twin Cities in general, has a ton of lakes. So there's lots of fishing, boating, hiking, and of course swimming. Almost every lake has an option to jump into the beach. So that's great. So that's number 2. Reason number 3, educational opportunities. The Twin Cities has a giant network of schools and universities. So K through 12 is at a high standard of the Twin Cities. We have one of the highest graduation rates in the country, let alone the state. The student population speaks over 100 languages and dialects just in the Twin Cities alone. And there are more than 100 private school options in the Twin Cities. So there's just a ton of them. We're right, in the midst of, Minnehaha Academy, St. Agnes. There's just a lot of opportunities there besides the public school system. Also, the Twin Cities is a massive college town. Even though there's, Minneapolis and St. Paul, there is a bunch of universities. The U of M, both the Minneapolis and St. Paul campus, we have Hamlin, McAllister, Bethel, St. Thomas, all, within quick, driving distance or even walking distance between the campuses. So that's reason number 3. The 4th thing you need to know about moving to the Twin Cities is the amazing transportation. The Twin Cities has some great accessible transportation anywhere you want to go within the main cities or the suburbs. There's Metro Transit, which houses the buses at any bus stop. If you're just driving around or walking around, you'll see a bus stop literally almost on every corner that'll get you anywhere else in the rest of the city that you need to go. There's also the red, green, blue lines of the light rail. That runs down, everywhere through the arteries of the city. So you can basically take any one of those and get anywhere you need to go. You can go from the Mall of America to the airport to either downtown Minneapolis or St. Paul. And then a lot of them do end up going to the suburbs as well. And there is rapid transit with the buses. So there is limited stops where you can get to places very quickly. So I know a lot of people, work downtown, but they take a rapid transit from their central area to get downtown, so they don't have to drive downtown, which is also great. We also do have the commuter rail, the North Star and the North Star Link for longer rides that go up north, out west, and even into Wisconsin. So there is a lot of options there as well. So that is number 4. And the 5th and final thing you need to know about moving to the Twin Cities is the Minnesota State Fair, the Great Minnesota Get-Together. It is in the outside of St. Paul in Falcon Heights, but it is the largest state fair in the United States by daily average attendance over 12 days. Like I said, it's in Falcon Heights, which is in between St. Paul, Roseville, and like a 5-minute drive to Minneapolis. It is like right in the perfect location in the central area of the Twin Cities that all the suburbs can get there, anybody in the cities can get there. There's buses, the transit lines. It's easy to get to within the Twin Cities to the state fair. The fair is known for its entertainment, livestock, art and cooking contests, learning about new products in the grandstand, and services. Of course, the biggest thing is the food. Everything is on a stick. There is so much to do at the state fair. Literally, you would have to go more than 1, 2, 3, 4 times to see everything. It runs from late August to Labor Day and is 12 days long. The first fair was in 1859, and there's only been 3 instances where it hasn't happened annually. And that, one of them was just with COVID a couple years ago. Some of the highlights that we could talk about is Sweet Martha's cookies, probably one of the greatest chocolate chip cookies you'll ever get. You order a bucket and you get a bucket, and they fill it all the way to the top. You get a cover, but you literally have to eat like 30 cookies before you can even put that cover on. There's a giant slide that you ride down on a burlap sack. Been there forever, it's amazing. There's a butter sculpture of the Princess K of the Milky Way, so whoever wins the contest everywhere gets her head sculpted out of butter. And then of course you have to talk about the Gopher mascot, Fairchild. So that's it. 5 reasons, 5 things you need to know about moving to the Twin Cities. So I hope you enjoy. If you have any questions about any of these, or you want to talk about real estate, give me a call, text me, email me, DM me. I would love to help you out and get you in a place so you can go to the state fair next year.